It's hello from me, Dave. This is Roots of England, and there's Diamond. You can see him. There he is. Just having a little relax there. So this is part of the YouTube relaunch. As I say, I'm now called Roots of England, and my new focus is on building communities. And that's something I've always been really passionate about, is community life, the importance of community and connection, collaboration, working together, celebrating tradition and heritage and nature and history and people and food and all of those things that bring together a community, tightly knit community. And if you're like me and you agree that community life in England, that my channel's focused on, it's called Roots of England, so obviously my main focal point is England. If you agree that community life in England is under attack, then, I'd love you to stick with me. I think you'll find my content interesting. And this new series that I'm going to do is maybe a 6 or 8 parter on trying to define exactly how and why the community life in England has come under such savage attack, why communities have become divided and fractured, why people are increasingly feeling isolated and lonely and atomised. So to try to distill exactly why that's happened, name the problem, name the contributing factors. And then even more importantly, because what's the point of me doing these videos otherwise, is for me to try to ascertain a solution. That's why I've started an online community called Skool, Skool. Well, that's the platform. It's called Skool, Skool. And my online community, which is also called Roots of England, is hosted on there. You can click the link on the description, and you can join for free. It takes a minute or so just to sign up. It's totally free. And the idea behind that is to bring together people who are of a similar mind to me, who love their country, who are worried about the direction that it's going in, but who also recognise what's still incredible, what's still wholesome and amazing about it. And they want to celebrate that, showcase that, defend and protect it, and also build communities again, build back that tightly knit community that I know that a lot of people are missing that in their lives. And I thought that would be a good starting point for the channel, really, would be to, as I say, focus on in what ways has community life in England been torn apart? In how's it been done? In what ways has the attack come from externally, and in what ways have we kind of imposed it upon ourselves? So I've got a lot of different ideas. Now I know I've got a lot of subs as well who are in different countries other than England. Please stick with me as well, because I'm sure you will see parallels with what's going on in your own country. For those who were part of my audience for The Imperfect Individual, and we've talked extensively about what's going on in the Western world, in many Western countries, with the taking apart of our societies, of our dismantling of our culture, the attack on our people. So it's not just an England thing, it's right across the UK, Ireland, Europe, other English-speaking countries as well, America, Canada, Australia, etc., etc. So, but my focus is on, as I say, is on England, purely because, that's the country I grew up in, that's the country I live in, it's the country I love, and I know most about, and I can talk most about. But as I say, I'm sure you'll be able to see parallels, so please do stick with me. There's going to be a lot of overlap as well from the content I used to create for The Imperfect Individual. It's just I'm honing it more now on the concept of community, and particularly on English rural life, really, because I am very, very passionate about protecting what's still left of that life, of that way of life in rural England, which I see, every day. And as I've said before in other videos, that way of life is holding really, really strong, but it needs us to really, protect it, and to play a part in protecting and building back those communities on a small and large scale. So yeah, okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. So as I say, click the link in the description if this is something that interests you. And if you are as passionate as I am, I'm sure that you'll get a lot of value from joining There's a lot of different categories in the community, such as I think I've got family and community. I think I've got heritage and villages. I've got nature and countryside. I've got food and drink. I've got history. So I've got dogs and pets, because obviously there he is again, just slumbering there. Another mainstay of English culture is dogs play an important part, don't they? They really do. They're an integral part of life in England is the dog, So, and Diamond certainly an integral part of my life. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So please do have a look if that interests you, and I will be back soon with the first video of the mini series. So I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.